The wheelchair-bound wife drops her food on the floor. The husband gets angry and yells at her. It all starts when the wife is in the kitchen preparing a snack for her husband. The husband yells at her to hurry up because he has to leave. The wife says that she is already going. She asks her husband to calm down. Then she goes to the living room with the plate on her lap while pushing the wheelchair. But, by accident, she drops her husband's lunch. The husband gets angry and yells at his wife. He says he doesn't want to see any dirt on the floor when he returns. The woman apologizes and says that she didn't mean it. The husband says that his wife is very foolish and leaves angry. The woman is very sad and cries alone. Then she tries to clean the floor and collect the dishes, but with difficulty. Days later, someone knocks on the door. The woman says she will open the door in a moment. Then she opens the door and sees a man. He greets the woman and says he is the neighbor. He says he is there to ask for some sugar. He says he was in the middle of making a recipe and saw that he was out of sugar. The woman says it will be a pleasure to help. She tells the man to come in and sit down while she goes to get some sugar. Then the man waits. Moments later, the woman returns with the sugar. The man thanks her and, making small talk, asks what happened that the woman is in a wheelchair. The woman tells him that she was in a car accident 5 years ago and that her legs have no movement. She says that she has a chance to walk again if she does physical therapy. The man asks why she doesn't try then, and she replies that her husband has not yet been able to afford the treatment. She says that one day she might be able to. The man says that he is a physical therapist and that he is on vacation. He says he can help the girl while she is on vacation if she is interested. The woman says that is very nice. But she says that, unfortunately, she won't be able to do it because she won't be able to pay. The man says that the woman doesn't have to pay. He says that he is offering the service because he loves what he does and that he can help the woman since she doesn't have much to do. The woman asks if he is serious and says that he would be very happy about it. She says she won't even tell her husband so as not to give him false hope. The man says that if the doctor said it is possible, they will get it. The woman says that it is her dream for it to happen. The man says they can start tomorrow, even if it's okay with her. The woman says that it can be yes. Then he thanks the woman for the sugar and says he will see her the next day. She thanks him. After he leaves, the woman thanks God and hopes that it will work out and that she will be able to walk again. She says it will be a big surprise for her husband. Later, the husband yells at his wife to bring him his food soon. He complains that his life is over after his wife has been crippled. The wife says she is already going and he yells at her to be quick. The wife says she has something to tell her husband and he says he doesn't care about anything and orders his food soon. He looks at his plate and complains that he is not going to eat it. He says that his wife stays home all day and doesn't make any good food. He calls her useless. The wife is sorry for the way her husband acts as he slams the bedroom door. She gets frustrated and picks up the dish her husband didn't want, but she checks her husband's cell phone and reads a message from another woman. The messages are romantic. The woman says she can't believe her husband is cheating on her. She says that is why her husband is treating her so badly. So she takes a deep breath and calls her husband. She calls out one more time. Her husband comes out of the room angry and asks what she wants. She says he forgot his cell phone and he takes the phone from her hand. He tells her not to go through his things. She tries to explain, but her husband tells her to be quiet. Then the husband leaves his wife at home alone and goes to meet his mistress. The mistress opens the door and greets the man with a kiss. She tells him to come in. Minutes later, the mistress is talking on the cell phone with her husband. She says she is late, but is already going home. She hangs up the phone. The man says that his mistress promised that she would spend the night with him. The mistress says she can't because her husband is waiting. She says they can arrange another day and stay longer together. So she says goodbye and the man is frustrated. Meanwhile, time passes and the woman's physical therapy with the help of her neighbor begins to show results. He helps the woman up from her chair. The woman leans on her neighbor and with his help begins to take a few small steps. With difficulty, the woman manages to move a little. Slowly, hugging her neighbor, she gets out of her seat. The neighbor says that the woman is succeeding. He encourages the woman and celebrates every step she can take. The woman smiles and enjoys herself with her neighbor. Days later, the mistress goes to meet the man at their meeting place. The man says he was looking forward to seeing her. She asks what he wanted to talk to her about. The man says he was wondering if it wouldn't be better if he divorced his wife and she divorced her husband. The woman smiles and says that the man is dreaming too much. She says that she will never in her life leave her husband to marry a man like him. She says that is a very bad idea. The man asks if the time they lived together meant nothing. The woman says that they lived only moments and that it was just a fling. She says he wasn't supposed to fall in love. She tells him to forget about her because it is better to end it once and for all. The man says no, but the woman says yes. Then she fires him from his company, and he says that she has gone crazy. Then the woman leaves. Later, after another physical therapy session, the woman says that she is slowly getting better. Then the man comes home and asks who that man was. The woman replies that it is the neighbor and the man asks what he wants with her. The woman gets up and says that the neighbor is a physical therapist and was helping her. The man asks how the woman does it. The woman says that this was the surprise she wanted to say that day, but he didn't want to hear it. The man apologizes. The woman says that her husband has always mistreated her, always disrespected her and never helped her, and so the apology is worthless. She tells the man to leave her house. The man tells her not to do that. The woman says she already knows he is cheating on her with his boss. She tells him to leave once again. The man says he hasn't done anything, but she tells him to leave right now. Then he leaves and the woman feels frustrated. The neighbor consoles her. Some time later, the physical therapist greets the woman and she gives him a kiss. He says he is going to work and kisses her goodbye. The woman is very happy with her life.